Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Hello?
You were not audible, like for the last thing you asked something.
Am I audible now?
Yes, better now. Yeah.
Perfect. I was saying that whatever we covered last time, did you try?
Yeah, I have tried installing, but then I thought we already have a Grafana project, so I was just checking if within the project which is already there, I could use this, and then yeah, I worked on it. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And Hari, what about you?
So I have created that EC2 instances. When I tried to install that Prometheus, it was giving some error.
Error. Okay.
Yeah,
So what was the error?
it given me a TSB started, but later on it given that the port is already open.
Port is already open.
Yeah.
Means your service might be the case. Your service would already be running. So maybe that's why because if service is already running on that port, a Prometheus service or any other service, then it shows this error.
Okay. So when I tried to
So
check my process, it was running three Prometheus process was running. So I killed all
exactly.
and I started it, but still face the same issue.
Okay,
I was not getting the page.
have you deleted that machine?
No, EC2 instances are still there.
Okay. Okay. After today's session, just show me that error and let's
Yeah.
try to troubleshoot it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. A few questions like few FAQs. Okay, on which is a node port your Prometheus server runs? Till the time it
Node
gets
port
created, let
91.
huh?
So run on 9100.
9100. Okay, Chaitra, do you agree?
Yeah.
So you guys are saying that it runs on 9100. You want to have a cross check?
Because Prometheus is running on 9090 as per I remember from the YAML file.
Yeah, so the Prometheus service it runs over the port 9090.
Mm.
And what about the node port? Node exporter, on which port it runs?
But I remember it's 9100.
Huh?
Yeah, it was 9100, right? Yeah, one sec.
Are you guys sure?
Yes, sir.
Confident? Can we log this? Yeah, it runs on 9100. Okay, what are the basics sections in Prometheus.yaml file.
Basic section as in metrics you are talking.
No,
Metrics,
when you install the Prometheus,
yeah,
then there is a by default layer file Prometheus.yaml. Okay,
correct.
so there are some default configurations in that file. So what are they?
Like you're
Global,
talking about the job name and the
yeah,
targets from where we are scraping the data. And,
static configs.
yeah.
These are the parts, like these are the parts within the section.
Okay.
Okay, these are the parts which are defined within the section. So what are these sections? Any idea? Or if you want, you can go and check out the notes or Google it. Guys, are you there? It's a pin drop silence.
Oh,
Okay.
so
The static configurations are we talking about? The rule files and the scrape configs and
scrape.
Okay, what is scrape config?
yeah, that is the place where we specify the job name and the target from where we have to scrape the data. No?
Okay, what is job name?
Instance.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
job name is nothing but instance, a group of instances. We can say.
Group of instances.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And what is a time series?
Is it the interval in which the data must be
Go on.
like the global time that is referred in the YAML file, at which interval
Global
the data
time. Okay.
the scrape interval and the evaluation interval, is it that, or the global value that is mentioned?
So
Okay. Anything else?
the applications, whatever the request that comes.
Okay. Hmm. Cool. Okay, let's just go back to what we covered last time, right? This is our configuration file. All right. So here, the global. The sections when I asked you like the base by default sections in YAML. So these are global, alerting, tool files, scrap configs. Okay.
Okay.
And global has a variable scrap interval, evaluation interval. So what are these variables? What are their significances?
Scrape interval is nothing but scraping of the data from the exporter or instances and send to the Prometheus server. Pull the
Scraping out
metrics. Pull the
scraping
metrics.
out the data.
I mean, pull the metrics
Scraping
from the exporter.
pull the matrix from exporter. Okay. Pull the matrix from exporter, that means you are saying that it is some functionality. You are correlating it with some functionality. But if it is pulling out the data from the matrix, then why 15 seconds? Must be some significance of this term. this number 15 seconds.
Is
Chitra,
it
you
every 15 seconds? Are we saying that every 15 seconds we will be pulling the data? That's why we're specifying it as scrape interval here.
exactly. So you guys have helped both each, like you guys have helped each other. Both are right. Escape
Yes, sir.
interval 15 seconds. Harikish, when you said it pulls out the data, but here we define the time interval at which it will pull out the data. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, there is a simple rule, whether it's Prometheus or anything. Just go to just look at the words like nomenclature, scrape interval. Scrape underscore interval. Interval means time session. So it will be related to the timestamp or something. Okay. Evaluation interval, what is it?
Evaluating the time series.
Okay. Chaitra, do you want to help him?
Validating.
Evaluation. Are we checking if the right data has been uh, scraped from the target?
Okay, can you guys see something in blue letters here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is written here? So what is it?
Evaluate
Rules.
rules every 50 seconds. Acha, okay, so the rules here which we have specified. Evaluating.
Okay. So what it does, it evaluates. What do you mean by, what do you understand by evaluate? To assess something, assessment,
Yeah.
analysis. Okay. So
Yeah.
whatever data Prometheus has scrapped out from the target node after 15 seconds, now the time interval, the evaluation time interval, like it will evaluate this data for this much of time, maximum 15 seconds. Alerting. This is we didn't cover. We will cover it by tomorrow, in which we will install the alert manager and check for the alerting. Rules, we will cover it today. Scrap configs. So scrap configs, what is it?
Scrap configs is nothing but
As we say that from this instance and this target is where you have to get the data.
Exactly. See, these things you can correlate. Scrap config, scrap interval. Scrap config configurations of the nodes and interval in the duration. Okay. So, Chandra, last time I didn't cover this thing with you, like loggings of the queries.
Yeah.
So Harikrishnan is familiar with that.
Okay.
Basically, when I started this, this is basically uh, we are going to create a file where we can check the logs of Prometheus server. It is a simple configuration. Go to the YAML. Once you go to the YAML, in global, we will put the entry, which is query log file. Query underscore log underscore file. Then the path of the log file. So this is directory Prometheus slash query dot log. Okay, that's it. But it will fail. So what we can do now is good. Guys, please do take care of indentation whenever you work in YAML. I also get confused many times. Okay, it is failing. Why? Because we have not created the directory. Okay, now let's start it and check. It's working fine. So if you tail -f Prometheus verilog, can you see the file is being created? So if I do anything on this, go run some query, can you see the logs?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will give you the log. So this way we can store the logs related to Prometheus server at particular location, at a specific location. All right. I hope you guys are recording this session.
Yes, sir. It is recorded automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, so hold on. So till now we covered these things like what we have covered till now, we have covered these things like we created a setup of Prometheus server, target nodes, okay, and this thing we did. Now we are going to cover a few things about Prometheus, like what is actually how like the basic components of the Prometheus and all. So basically, this is your GUI of Prometheus, GUI. Okay, you are getting this error because our target node Prometheus, they are not synced with the um, time of AWS, because our AWS we are on IST and our server they are running on UTC. Here it is 5:51 a.m. and right now the time is 11:22 a.m. So that's why there is a difference. So in production we ensure that our Prometheus server is on the like it should be like there should not be a difference in the time. So this can be done by doing some changes in the server, but we are not going to cover that. So few things about the dashboard, like we can see the dashboard, but what are the key components in dashboard and what we can do and look into things. So local time. If I enable local time, so it will show me the data as per our local time. Okay, suppose that this is see one thing more here. If you click on this Open Matrix Explorer, guys, are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
So okay, this is
Hello, sir.
classic UI. Classic UI. If I click on classic UI, it gets changed to this.
Yeah.
It is the previous UI, like previous version you say. So right now the new user interface of Prometheus is this. So you can switch it to anytime. Okay. The only difference is like placing of few components. But functioning is same. So we will go for the new UI. Here you can see Open Matrix Explorer. When I click on this, these are the matrices. These are built-in matrix. Can you see Go?
Mm.
Go, why? Because Prometheus is written in a Go language.
Okay.
So to check the things related to the Prometheus server to the Go language, like how much Go has like free like memory, how much it is utilized, what is the memory, what is the heap space Go language that our application has utilized. You can check all the things right there. And the node. See, whenever we need to check the matrix of any target node, we will go for the matrix which are starting with the where the prefix is node. So if I node CPU totals execute, so can you see it will show me only the data of nodes. Right now, one target node is attached. Right now, we are fetching the data from one target node. So that's why it is showing the data of this target node only, which is 10.0.0.15.
Yeah.
So this way, you can check anything related to that node at the OS level, like memory, node memory, total bytes, free memory bytes.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. So I got the call from the office to join the one of the
Okay,
outage. Okay, so
okay,
we'll
you
join
go
shortly.
ahead with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So Chitra, I was saying that if you look at this node memory free bytes execute, then it will show you the free memory available on that node, which is 3699. It is in bytes. Okay. Add panel. With add panel, we can run multiple queries at the same time. Suppose I want to check memory free bytes and I want to check anything. Suppose total bytes. So run this query. So here add panel means you can run multiple queries at the same time. Is whatever you want to check on that node, just keep on adding. Okay. So then we can remove this. So the total bytes available, total memory bytes on this node is this much, and right now available is this much. All right. So these are related to the expression browsers. This is known as expression browser, and here you can get the built-in metrics. And we covered what is matrix, right? So what is matrix? Can you just tell me about it? Like what is matrix? What you understand by it?
Um,
Anything you
like
remember?
okay, I think CPU utilization can be a matrix,
Mm-hmm.
for example, or when you're saying a Docker container, maybe the container size can be a matrix.
Okay. This is what I will say. You are giving me an example, but what
Yeah.
matrix is exactly?
Uh, Matrix means by which we can
Basically,
gauge the
mm,
anything for
matrix is,
measurement. Yeah.
yeah, simple. Remember this term, numeric measurement.
Okay.
No need to go here and there. Just simple measure. Remember numeric measurements. So now, whatever you said, these are all are the examples. You said like container space, free space, RAMs, CPU utilization. But what are they? These are all numeric measurements, right? So
Yes,
these
exactly.
numeric measurements are basically metrics, and the name node memory free byte is the name of the metric. For
Okay.
example, you are your name is your name is Chetra, right?
Yeah.
So correlate like this way. Your name is Chetra. Chetra is the metric name, which is node memory free bytes. But who is Chetra? Chetra is a girl. So metric is the what is the metric? It is a numeric measurement. Simple.
Yeah.
And the time series is changes that are recorded over time. So you can see the changes which are recorded over time. This time the value was this, and then the value is this at this time. At 11:19 the value is this. Okay, so it is getting changed with respect to time. So that's why it has a time series. And the labels under the curly braces, these are the labels. Instance is this, job is this. It is a key value. Value is always under the double string. Okay,
Yeah.
so are we good here?
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, there is a tab alerts. Now we will cover the tabs. This is the enable query history. Enable query history is like it will store the whatever queries we are running. It will store it. so that you don't have to run the queries again and again.
Okay.
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 So usually we don't use it. And alerts. So in alerts tab, you can see the different states of alerts like inactive, pending, and firing. Inactive alert means suppose you have defined that you are monitoring this node 10.0.0.15 and you want to uh, you have defined it metrics at up equals to 0. If up equals to 0 for 1 minute, then its value, then it should trigger an alert. So inactive, you will get a clear picture of it when we'll set up an alert. Because right now, just giving you a glimpse of it, like what is it? So the firstly, your alert will be inactive. Once it reaches your time threshold value, it will go to pending. Here pending, it will wait for 1 minute. After 1 minute, it will go to the firing state, and when it comes to the firing state, it will trigger the alert to whatever notification you are using. Suppose email, Slack, anything.
Okay.
All right. Graph is like you can check your expressions on graph, and this is basically here. Suppose I want to check memory free bytes. So it is a graphical representation of that. Status, runtime and build information. Here you can check the information related to your Prometheus server. When it started, your working directory, configuration reload, build information like version of your Prometheus and all. Alert manager, this entry will come when we configure or you say integrate
Alerts.
alert manager.
Yeah.
TSDB status, it is the status of your database, the database in which Prometheus is storing the data. So can you see number of series, number of chunks, number of labels?
Yeah.
So these are the figures as per the current data. So these are the label names and their count, top 10 series count by matrix name. That means this metric has the maximum value, so it is showing it in a decreasing level. So you can check such things here. And command line flags, these are the flags which we can use in configuration.yaml file.
Okay.
Their configuration, that means in Prometheus.yaml file. So you can use such things. Flags means this is our file, right? So these are known as flags. So you can put the values, whatever you want to use it over there. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Rules, configuration. This is the suppose you want to check a Prometheus YAML data, like what is there in the file. You can check it from GUI as well. This is the configuration. You will find it is similar to this. So whatever configurations we did here, once they are live, they are right like this. Can you see job name, node exporter, metrics?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And see scrap interval, scrap timeout. These are global parameters, right? So that's why it has put it here. Okay. So this is the configuration file of Prometheus YAML, which is this. Then rules, these are the customized rules. You can check it here. You will see once we create a rule. Targets is what? The data related to the targets. Right now we have one target attached, right? Its state is up. Can you see labels, instance and job? These are by default labels.
Okay.
We didn't attach anything. We didn't define a label, but Prometheus defines such. There are few by default labels which Prometheus defines.
Okay.
So at this dashboard, you can see the details related to the nodes. and service discovery. Like it has discovered one target node. Okay. Why Prometheus? Because in YAML file there is one job name by Prometheus also. This is by default. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Um,
So are we good?
yeah, yeah, fine. Yes.
Great. Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So yeah, we covered few things, Hari. So where were you? Like at what time you disconnected?
Just 5 or 10 minutes before. 11
No,
to 20.
but was the last topic you were like when you were there? We were looking into that. What was the last topic
That
when
logs, you were specifying the logs.
specifying the logs? Okay. Yeah. After the logs, I was showing you few things related to the dashboard, like what are the components here dashboard. So Chitra, do you want to participate and let us help us? Like, what are these components? It will be learning for you if you want.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing here is where we go to Metrics Explorer, and here, yeah, I think he must be knowing, but yeah, it is specified with the geo here because the Prometheus queries are basically written in Go language, so that's why. And all.
So if you run go info
Hmm,
execute, so you will get the version of Go, right?
yeah.
So you will so the purpose, like we can get the data related to the Go language. Okay, Hari Kishan.
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, yeah. Chitra, go ahead, please.
Okay, okay, like that we have the nodes specified from the node, all the data which we get from these nodes, like the disk discard merge control data, or the CPU seconds total data, and all these data. So if we select one out of it and then execute it, um,
Okay. So here, what Chitra means to say, Hari, is like these the prefix node. It signifies that this metric is related to the target nodes only,
Okay.
and these are the metrics. So you will get the data related to the target nodes only. So suppose Chitra want to check the memory. Okay, the node memory mem free bytes is the name of that metric. So if I click on it and execute, okay, these two queries got merged. Okay, can you see?
Yeah.
So it will show you the memory free bytes of that instance. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Chitra, please go ahead.
and I think we can get the graphical representation also of the data which
And
we are having, right? And we can,
yeah,
and when we select on add panel, that is where we can
no, no,
add
no. Chitra,
sorry.
before that, let us cover about this Prometheus metric also. Like
Okay.
these these matrices, these are related to which component of the cluster?
The Prometheus target which we are mentioning, I mean the job name, from there we are getting this data, right?
So what Chitra means to say, Hari, is the metric name which gets started with Prometheus. It will show you the data related to the Prometheus server only.
Mm.
Okay. Suppose if I look at this data Prometheus sync failed. Actually, I ran two queries at the same time. Uh, okay, Prometheus target sync failed. So here it will show you the data related to the Prometheus syncs with the target nodes. So it will show you the count related to that.
Okay.
So right now its value is 0 because there is no failure. If a node goes down, so these things we can. So this is the graphical representation which Chetra was talking about.
Yeah.
Graphical representation of metrics and add panel. Suppose you want to check node memory. You want to check two things at the same time. Like this matrix will show you memory bytes, like free memory available on node port in bytes. And at the same time, you want to check the total memory available. So if I run this, it will show you the free. So we can run multiple queries. If you keep on adding, you can remove this panel, all right? So this is what we covered. And one thing more, Hari, what do you understand by matrix? We covered this last session, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you understood by metric?
Metric is we can say as a labels or the start of what we say, the HTTP endpoints.
Okay, Chetra will correct you or will add on something once you are done. All right. Okay, Chetra, you need to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hari, just tell us what is metric.
Metric, sir, is nothing but can say a series of time, or we can say the what we can say the parameter which we need to get the information.
Okay, you are a bit close to that. So Chetra, you want to help him?
Yeah, exactly like you said, the measurement, basically the numeric measurement of anything that you want to see on your dashboard, like that is called metrics.
Okay, brilliant. So basically, yeah, Hari, the thing is like matrix is basically a numeric representation of anything. Suppose CPU has some value, right? Memory has some value. So in IT, in technology, we name it as a metric, and the name like node, mem, it is a metric name. For example, let us try to correlate it with the example. Like suppose your name is Hari, right?
Yeah.
So the metric name is node memory bytes.
Okay. Yeah.
So suppose the metric name is node mem, okay? And who is Hari? Hari is a boy. So what is metric? Metric is a numeric measurement. So if I want to check the age of the Hari, so I will run the metric Hari underscore age. So I will get the value of like what is your age. But we are not going to reveal that number. We'll keep it secret. So this is how it works, okay?
Yeah.
So so the reason I emphasized on this matter because throughout the Prometheus, while you're working on it, you will be creating the matrices, you will be creating the rules, customize the rules as per your requirement. So you should know what these terminologies are. These are basic terminologies which you need to understand. Okay, then if you Google to something, if you go to Stack Overflow, try to troubleshoot, so you will understand what exactly you are doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaitra, just take us through this status, then we'll cover up the next thing. So Chaitra, what is this runtime and build information?
Yeah, here it says at what time have we started the whole build. I mean, on when was the setup and yeah, the working direct. Yeah, the runtime
Yeah,
information basically of the Prometheus which you have
basically,
set up.
yes, exactly. Basically, Hari, when you click on the status and runtime and build information, so you can check the informations related to your Prometheus server, like start time, working directory, version, and all. Okay.
Okay.
The next is TSDB status. Chetra, please.
I, yeah, I've somehow forgotten this. I'm sorry.
Okay. See, TSDB is time stamp database, time series database. Simple. TSDB time series database. Time series is the way, like when you read about the Prometheus, it measures the data in the form of time series, which is
Time
matrix and
series.
levels. So basically here we can check the status of the DB. These are the parameters related to the DB. So here it has created its own dashboard like top 10 label names, top 10 series count, like this. Okay. Okay. Command line flags, Chitra.
The alerts and the config files, like how we add in the YAML file, these are the ones, and you can add all these also to your YAML file.
Yeah. So Hari, if you see here, like here you have sections, and within sections there are subsections, right?
Yeah.
So we can add on such things, and we can add on such things. We can pick up the flags from here and add on such things in the YAML file. It is as per the requirement, like query timeout, log level, anything. Okay.
Okay.
Then configuration. Yes.
This is the YAML file which we have specified at, and this is the same one which we saw there, which is also present here in Prometheus.
Exactly. So Hari, the thing is like we have this YAML file, right? When we create this YAML file, Prometheus, when you start the Prometheus server like do some add-ons in it and creates this. This is the configuration file which is running at the Prometheus server. So whatever things we have defined here, it will be here as well. So rather going to the server, log into the server, we can check our configuration file here also.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So rules we didn't cover because targets. Chetra, please.
Sorry, what was this? The rules we didn't cover because we don't have any rules as such. And targets, this mentions to the target which is running currently. So that is this instance which is 9100, and yeah, this is the job from which we are scraping the data actually for now.
Yes. So what she means, Hari, is like our target nodes, its status. You can check such things here.
Mm.
It is a
Yeah.
dashboard for that. And why Prometheus? Because in YAML file there is a Prometheus job also, which is by default. So that's why Prometheus. Okay. Service discovery is same. Like whatever things our Prometheus has discovered or it is monitoring, you can check the details of that. Okay.
Okay.
So we covered these things. Now going further, help. If you click on this help, it will take you to the Prometheus official document. Okay.
Yes.
And classic UI we covered, like it is a like there is a difference in the UI user interface of Prometheus, so you can switch as per you as you want. So these are the brightness and darkness. Okay, and these are settings. So this is all about the dashboard. So the purpose like to make you guys familiar with dashboard. What are the things what we can check in the dashboard? All right.
Yeah.
So next things which we are going to cover is matrix name and labels, we'll cover it later. Right now, custom rules. Okay. So we are going to cover this custom rules and end the session today. Custom rules is like so guys, can you see that these are our matrix explorer, right? Basically, these are the rules which are running. All right. If I so what it shows you memory, like free memory, free RAM available on the target node. But suppose you want to see this value in percentage. You want to check no, because this is quite like to remember, like what will you do once you get this number, then you will divide it by 1024, and then so this is we don't have much time, right? So you want to go to simple approach, like the way I selected this mem-free bytes, I got this value. In the same way, I should get the percentage, like how much percent is available, so that it can help me to create an alert. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case, what we can do, so what will your next approach? You will go and look at the built-in matrix here. You won't find anything related to the percentage. So the next thing which will come, like, can we create the matrix? So the answer is yes, we can do that. How? We are going to create one equation, like okay, so divided by, so what is the basic formula of percentage? Suppose I want to there is a total number of subject of in which total marks is 100, right? And you have got 90 marks. So how do you find percentage? It's 90 divided by 100 into 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Clear? This is how we
Yes.
calculate percentage, right? The original value divided by total value into 100. So here, what we'll do, I'll divide this by node memory total bytes. If I execute, it has shown me this value.
Now if you multiply by 100, it will give you the percentage.
It will give you the percentage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but here we have achieved one step. But here the problem is, if we delete this query, and again if we go to this,
It will not be there.
then yes. So every time you have to create it. Every time we have
Okay.
to remember this or create it. So, but our purpose is still not fulfilled. What is our purpose is we should get the query here, so that if I click on it and I should get the values. Okay. So what are we going to do? See, the folder where our Prometheus ML is placed, create another file in it, which is Prometheus dot underscore rules dot YAML. Okay. In that we will create a rule. How? First groups, the name of rule, custom rules. Then rules. What are the rules we are creating? Record. So whatsoever we define in this record, we will get that same name over here. How? Let me show you that. Suppose I name it at node memory mem3
in
in.
percent.
So you can name You can name it anything, like it should be understandable. Suppose if you leave the company, if other engineer joins, it should be understandable, right? Now within expression, we define the rule. So what was the rule? Okay. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
able to hear.
Okay. So what we did within expression, we define our formula. Okay. And the record the name of that formula. And under rules, suppose you want to create some other rule, then just you can create another rule like record its name. All right. If this is some basics, this is related to the basics of YAML. In YAML, whenever you see after colon this hyphen sign, it means it is a list of array. Are you getting?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I said if you need to create another rule, you can just create another list, record its name, then expression. All right.
Okay.
So right now we are going to save it. Once it is saved, now we have created one rule. So there is a by default tool through which we can check the rule, which is prompt tool. How? Just run this prompt tool, check rules, then our Prometheus rule file. Checking Prometheus rule, success, one rules found. So what it does, it basically checks for the syntaxes. It doesn't check for the logic. Remember, it will not check like what logic you are using in expression. It will only check for syntaxes or the indentation. All right.
Okay.
So after that, go to our Prometheus.yaml file, and here, what we will do, we will mention our file name. All right. So now you guys, like we have covered, like in under rule file section, we mention the name of the file where we have defined rules. Just save it and make sure this file is into the same directory where our Prometheus.yaml file is. So we need to restart Prometheus. It has been restarted. Okay. So status, if we go to rules,
There must be a rule. Yeah.
okay. So we can check our rule. Status okay. That means it is running perfect. Now, what we are going to do? What was our purpose? We should see it here. So if I write down percentage, can you see? Node memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
The selected execute. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this way, what we learned, how we can create our own matrix. So I think you guys can easily correlate what matrix is. So we created matrix. As I said, it is a numeric measurement. We are measuring percentage. So this is the expression for that, and this is the name of the matrix. Okay. All right. So we are going to okay. So tomorrow we'll cover the alert rules. Like today we created this matrix. The reason I took see, this is how I'm going to cover other things. Like tomorrow, first few 10 minutes we will discuss while creating a infra. I'll talk about the what we covered today. We'll ask few questions related to that. So this way, I just want to see, I can cover up the things in a 1 hour also, but it won't be a interactive session. And once the session is interactive, you get to learn few things. And I believe Chetra is not going to forget whatsoever she shared with us.
Yes, yeah.
So tomorrow, Hari, so you will be the person who will be guiding us through all the session. Like then Chetra will help you out in that. Okay, be ready for it. So during the weekdays, you guys are busy with your normal day-to-day tasks. So we don't get much time to look into the things. So this way, let's create the session as a healthy, and we'll do that. So tomorrow we are going to cover alert, creating the alert rules and alert manager. So after that, this Prometheus will get completed. Then next weekend we'll start with Grafana, data sourcing and how to create dashboards in that.
Okay.
So most probably by next weekend we will be done with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.